พิธีกรขึ้นบนเวที Now I would like to invite the panelists to come up stage. First, from the Hong Kong Exchange, Mr. Roger McAvoy, Senior Vice President of Market Development. First from Malaysia, Mr. Kenneth Chan, Head of Financial Derivatives and Market Development. From Dubai Gold and Commodity Exchange, Mr. Meng Chan Shu, Director of Business Development. From Tocom Tokyo, Mr. Ryoichi Iseki, Senior Vice President of Business Development. From Korea KRX, Mr. In-Pyo Lee, Head of KRX Derivatives Global Business Development. And from the CME Group, Mr. David Gibbs, Director of Market Development. We'd also like to invite our CEO, Kun Pataya, to come up to take a quick commemorative photo with the panelists. Markets. Please welcome from the Hong Kong Exchange again, Mr. Roger McAvoy.
Thank you everyone for coming today. Thank you for the invitation, Phillips. And what I'd like to do is maybe just quickly introduce you to Hong Kong Exchange. So Hong Kong Exchange is our mission, our vision is really to be the gateway for international investors looking for access into the China market, and for mainland investors that are looking for access to the international marketplace. So Hong Kong Exchange, a couple years ago, I mean, it had shifted from being really a very equity-oriented marketplace to bridge out into other asset classes to include fixed income, foreign exchange, commodities, and really become a risk management center for both all those asset classes in that marketplace. So Hong Kong, if you think about the Hong Kong market, it's really twofold. One, to be a gateway cross-border access platform for international investors and mainland investors to meet. And secondly, to be a destination market for risk management across all those asset classes. Now, if you look at the Hong Kong Exchange logo, really we try and illustrate that in terms of who we are as a representation of what we're trying to achieve, to bring together that liquidity around China. So again, with internationalization of the RMB and liberalization of financial markets. Secondly, mainland investors who for a long time historically have very domestic, particularly with retail equities, and international with their own products seeking liquidity into the international marketplace. So Hong Kong Exchange putting together mutual market access, for first starting with Stock Connect in 2014, and then eventually Bond Connect just this year. Our vision is to extend that over time to include capabilities for ETFs and other cross-market access subject to regulatory approval as we go forward. So, thank you.
Thank you very much. Next, from the Singapore SGX Exchange, with Ms. Lily Chua, Director and Commodity Specialist, to provide a brief overview of the Singaporean market. Lily?
Thank you. Sawadika, thank you so much. First of all, to Phillip Securities for having invited us to have an audience that's so distinguished in front of us, and to give us the opportunity to introduce ourselves to you. You know, I love coming to Bangkok, and when, you know, Phillip Futures invited us to come, we said yes straight away. And the thing about, you know, especially Singaporeans love coming to Bangkok, and because we love Thai food. And increasingly, over the years as we come, I see more and more cuisines here in Bangkok. So we come here not just for Thai food, but also Italian food, all kinds of food. And I think that's what we like. We like everything in one place. And that's what we at the SGX try to provide as well. And we provide Asia in one place. So the charts that you see before you are basically price movements of the products that we have to offer. So, the very first product that we've ever launched in the equity space was a Nikkei 5 contract. So the Nikkei 225 this year has performed extraordinarily, and it is at a high over a 26-year period, as you can see in the top right-hand corner. And of course, the next exciting destination would be the China market. So the next chart on your left shows the Chinese equity futures, equity price indices. And there are many types of Chinese equity products. And you will see many of them being traded in SGX. So we hold a predominant market share outside of China for the trading, particularly of A shares. And we added foreign exchange products in the most recent 1 year or so. So the dollar CNH contract has been trading actively. The Indian rupee contract has been trading very actively as well. We hold a global market share of in excess of more than 50%. And of course, the India equity indices also has been traded on SGX for more than 10 years. And that would be the Nifty 50 index futures. Not only do we have equity products, but we also have commodity products. So the commodity products most strikingly would be the iron ore futures contract, where we hold a global market share outside of China of more than 95%. And in addition to that, we also have the rubber futures contract, that is the benchmark price for TSR 20 rubber, which is a key feedstock for tire makers. And rubber would be a product that Thailand is quite familiar with, because Thailand is one of the major producers of rubber. And those in the industry would know that the physical market depends on the SICOM rubber price as the pricing mechanism for determining the physical trade price. So it is all these traded together in one destination. Not only, you might ask, why would you trade futures when you can trade the underlying? We'll say that because futures products offer you leverage, meaning that you will get exposure to that price and that market for a fraction of the cost. And the transaction costs for futures contracts are very low, as my colleagues will agree. And it is a very cost-efficient way to seek exposure to all these markets in a single place. So very easily, you can trade all these together through your broker, such as Phillips Securities, and they will give you access to these markets. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Lily, for encapsulating the cost efficiencies and diversity of products in the futures markets. Next, we have Mr. Kenneth Chan, Head of Financial Derivatives and Market Development from Bursa Malaysia, to give us an overview of the Malaysian opportunity.
Hi, good afternoon all. Thank you, Philip, for allowing us to be here today. We are the closest exchange neighbor to Thailand, right? For like all exchanges, we always try to have more and more products and to be unique as much as we can to provide investors a platform to trade for trading avenue. So for Bursa Malaysia Derivatives, we went on board with a collaborative partnership with CME and in 2009 and 2010 onwards, we went on to the Globex platform with them, and with that we're able to reach the world better, right? Our volumes grow by double. Prior to the partnership, we are only trading about 25,000 contracts a day, and today we are trading about 50,000 contracts a day, right? So as all exchanges, they have always have their unique products, and for Malaysia, we have a suite of products, but we have only two main products which which is unique. One of them would be the futures on the crude palm oil, the FCPO, which is a global benchmark for edible oils and physically delivered, right? FCPO has a very large volume in terms of, it's trading at the moment about 5 times of global production. Annual volume is about 300 million metric ton compared to annual production of about 60 million, right? And most importantly, it is liquid. And the number of users are fully diversified. You have foreigners about 30%, you have our retail traders about 30%, professional traders in Malaysia about 30%. It's diversified. So you have the liquidity that traders or investors look for. Yeah? Secondly, will be our next contract will be our futures on our Kuala Lumpur Composite Index, right? This contract is very unique because it is used 70% by foreigners to hedge their underlying of their equity assets in Malaysia, or simply just to take an investment view of Malaysia in the equity space, right? So they can do it easily through futures if they do not want to buy the stocks and such, right? So, and this is our two main contracts, which is the palm oil and also the futures on the index, right? But what's more important for us is that we have seen a pickup in terms of interest in our options space, options on FCPO and options on the futures on the index, right? So on the options on the CPO is exciting because previously for the past few years we have done almost zero, but in 2016, 2017 volume has actually picked up, and we have managed to trade about 40 to 50,000 lots annually without any market maker, right? And most of these trades at the moment are done off screen, so they book it on the exchange, right? Whereas on the option space on the Kuala Lumpur index, we have seen a lot of names from foreign names from Hong Kong, Singapore, and such. Asset managers who come in to actually take opportunity of the market, right? And they can do a straddle and strangle, and we have seen good names coming in to take opportunity of this. And the demography is a bit different from the CPO, whereby the option space, 50% in Malaysia actually are retail based, right? And of course, there's no entry and exit levy for foreign traders to repatriate funds in Malaysia, so it's free. It's one of the selling points of trading in Malaysia. And foreigners can place up to 9 different currencies as initial margin, right? So if you can place in dollar, you can place in any of the 9 different currencies there are, right? So having this, hope this provides you a snapshot of our whatever we can offer. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kenneth, for showing us the potential, how we can be part of the Malaysian and crude palm oil market. As we can see, it's over 70% are used by foreign asset managers. I think that's definitely something that all of us will keep in mind. Next, from Dubai, we have Mr. Ming Chan Shu, Director of Business Development, to give us an update of the opportunities in the region.
Thank you very much. Wadikap. First of all, I know that for Phillip Futures, PhillipCapital, 20 years in Thailand. Phillip family is also one of the founding member of the Dubai Gold and Commodities Exchange. We founded in 2005, and at that time we have, under our name Gold, we have the gold futures contract, we have other precious metal, then subsequently we venture into different sector. Now, we have close to about 90 over products, of which covering 4 main sectors. Yeah. First of all, I would like to ask on the audience side, have you guys been to Dubai? Raise your hand. You should go